out of time, 'cause I'm low on the phone, you say. So I talk till I drop, you say, how could I have a heart made of stone? Why you? Oh, when we synchronize, it's exactly what I thought and I fantasized. Playing games with my mind, making us collide. And we know how it goes when we're out at night. And I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. When you patronize, you're so satisfied. When I dig in the dirt, you're in paradise. And I know that you know I can sleep at night. Oh, and you're by my side, and it's smooth how you move, 'cause I'm petrified. Setting traps in my head, messing with my mind. When you talk, but I know you're lying. And I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. Why you so icy cold? My tears can't drip. Sitting awake alone, tattoos I miss. If I was to call your phone, I know you'd click. Baby, can have the throne, I call it quits. You can even have my car, I don't need it. I've been inside my room since you left it. Thinking about the place where we first kissed. Oh, and I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold.
Woo! I was on the edge of my seat after that finals. We are here with Ty Debo, aka Two-Way Rocco. Ty, how are you feeling after that big victory?
Exhausted, mentally, emotionally. It's been a long day, and I'm glad it's over.
I was feeling the nerves and I wasn't even playing, so I can't imagine how you feel right now. Now, of course, you beat Splash, who is one of the best players on the planet. You guys know each other's games. What was it after game one?
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's go time for the Pelicans here at home. Here they are coming down the tunnel earlier in their finest attire. What a sight, a sky-high perspective of the beautiful city of New Orleans, where we're bringing you action tonight. Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. And let's take a look at the last handful of seasons and the steal numbers for Paul George.
And when you see the tumble his steal totals have taken the last few years, you can see that he's gotten away from playing the kind of gritty, hard-nosed D he was known for. That's an aspect of his game he needs to get back.
Now let's send it down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
Well, Kevin, even though starters are important, those great sixth men have been the key to so many championship teams. Think about the likes of Andre Iguodala, Manu Ginobili, Lamar Odom. And still, with some, there's a stigma to coming off the bench. Iguodala said it's ingrained early, but in particular, he said, in the NBA, it's I need to get paid like a starter. And guys, that's a sacrifice that not many are willing to line up for.
David Aldridge, thank you. Greg, a game like this, two offensive juggernauts going head-to-head. I mean, we're buckled in, ready to go.
I mean, listen, the rules favor offense in today's game. That's why league-wide scoring is on the rise, and I would expect we're going to see a bucket or two put forth tonight, Kevin.
No doubt. Here are the five for the Clippers. Ibaka is out there with Batum. Then it's Patrick Beverly. Then it's Paul George. And it's Leonard in at the three, the small forward. And for New Orleans, Ingram the three and Zion the four. Bledsoe is out there with Lonzo Ball. And it's Adams in at the five. Batum inside the three-point line. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for New Orleans. Bledsoe outside. Looking for Adams. He gets it there. Tries from 10. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Batum inside the three-point line. And that one's on target from the wing. Batum's got his second bucket of the game to go. To the paint. And the dunk by Williamson.
And you have to have an appreciation for Ball's passing skills. I mean, he just sees the floor beautifully, easily working the ball over to open teammates.
And George gets it to go.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well. Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
And it's Beverly missing.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
And the wide open shot from Bledsoe. Drops in the tray off the fast break.
Well, the rhythm, the timing, when Bledsoe is in his groove, look out on the catch and shoot.
And the three ball is good. George has got 5.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
And here's Bledsoe after Paul George getting his 3 to go.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
Greg, hard to think of a player in this league with more of a pass-first mentality than Lonzo Ball.
I mean, total unselfishness, elite vision. Sometimes you'd like to see him penetrate a little more in the half court, but he's improving from range, and that'll open up driving lanes, and he can take advantage.
Ingram with it. Leonard picks him up. Batum against Ingram. Ball from long range. Drills the three-pointer.
And Ball has tremendous confidence in that shot. As soon as the pass hits his hands, he's ready to pull up.
And that one's good. George. He's got 9.
Boy, he's heating up fast coming out of the gate. 4 out of 5 from the field.
Paul George with the steal. And George with the stuff.
Well, you love the tenacity. Paul George cannot be contained when he gets near the 10.
Now, here's Ball. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. New Orleans moving the ball around. And it's sent back by George. Here's Leonard. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
When the story of Kawhi Leonard is told, it will be about the hard work being the secret of his success. Here was a guy who was not the most vaunted prospect in either high school or college. But boy, he kept his eyes on what he was after, and he kept working.
And Leonard no good on that one. And Doris, you were talking about Leonard's work ethic. Going back to San Diego State, he used to come in at 6:30 in the morning. No lights on in the gym, so he brought his own lamps. I mean, the guy was dedicated.
No doubt, Kevin, and that has been the through line of his career. First to practice, last to leave. He has that hunger to improve, the drive and the desire to put in the time to be great. There's a price to be paid, and he's willing to pay it.
And George gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Pelicans trail by 8. And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually he found his stride, and the rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot more. And think about it. This guy plays his college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really where he got onto the NBA radar.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Ingram finds ball. Bledsoe outside. Williamson trying to free himself up. Second shot opportunity. Oh, that's blocked. Leonard on the wing. Last game he had 28 points. Count it. Leonard's got his second basket.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the New Orleans Pelicans. It's a 10-point game. Pass to Adams. Here's Ingram. Oh, the jam by Ingram.
Crazy dunk from the wiry Ingram. That's going to get millions of views on whatever social media kids are using these days. Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
Wow, they've come out strong. Control the pace, assert their will. Nice.
Now here's Bledsoe. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now he averages nearly 12 points a game. And that one's good. Williamson.
Capable of doing some real damage. Give Williamson the rock in a spot like that, and he is going to burn you.
And it's good for 2.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Now here's Adams. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And George with the stuff.
The active hands in anticipation. Patrick Beverly doing Patrick Beverly-like things.
Ball against Beverly. Outside for Bledsoe. Off target with his 3.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look.
Oh, that was something else.
Have mercy.
Well, Kawhi Leonard might be quiet off the court, but on the court, he makes a lot of noise.
Pelicans trail by 14. Bledsoe outside. Here's Williamson, and the dunk by Williamson.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Oh, the power on that throwdown.
Goodness.
Wow. That is Paul George, the incredible vertical and the unbelievable creativity.
Outside, Ball. Paul George with the steal. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Eric Bledsoe. Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10", with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. And how about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know. But he gets into you and competes, man. And that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Well, like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys, there are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great players. Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Melly is checked in for Steven Adams. Josh Hart comes in for Brandon Ingram. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. And both free throws good for Paul George.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Outside, Redick. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
The focus, the precision. Once Redick gets any airspace to shoot the deep ball, he seizes on the opportunity.
And the shot goes in.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Now Ball. Outside, Redick. The pass to Williamson. Down low. Stolen by Zubac. Here's George. And George with the stuff.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
Ball dishes to Williamson.
An absolute beast in close. Once Williamson has this kind of positioning, you pretty much have to foul.
Pelicans shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And when you look at that free throw percentage on the season, they're right around 73%.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses.
And Williamson, a kid that's likely to reach his full potential, very coachable, absorbs instruction well, and really implements it quickly.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Morris is checked in for Batum. Luke Kennard comes in for Leonard. And it's Jackson in for George. He hits the second from the line. And so here are the Clippers. 16-point lead. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
And they did win that last game in this matchup. And it seemed they got the benefit of the whistle.
Hart kicks the ball. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Lou Williams.
Yeah, and ball size makes him a difficult guy to guard. He uses it well to pick up fouls while shooting.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
76% on the season from the foul line.
That's good from Ball.
I tell you what, it's scary when you think about how much room Ball has to grow when you factor in how efficient he is already.
Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for New Orleans. That one misses. Clippers leading by 15. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Well, the threat to score is real when Lou Williams has the ball, but he uses that to set up his passing game.
New Orleans has gone 4-7 from three-point range so far in the first. And here's Redick taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game.
Well, it doesn't get much easier than that. Even a decent shooter is going to make that with no pressure.
Here's Williams. Again, Los Angeles.
You can get in his face, but Lou Williams will be undenied. He makes the jump shot under duress.
Outside, Ball. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
Lonzo, Ball. Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. Greg, too early to start talking about MVP for this year? We're mid-season.
You know, we've gotten to a point now where we start talking MVP at the start of the season. You know,
yeah, right.
People just love to talk sports at this point, especially when it comes to the most prestigious individual awards out there. I think you can make a case and sway some opinions with your play this time of year, but I like to let it all play out before I start focusing on that.
Things can change in a hurry, can't they, in a season?
Yes, they can.
Like you say, let it play out.
Boy, the dribble drive by Lou Williams, such a special aspect to what he does.
To the inside, Ball, and he banks in the layup. Ball's got 8 points.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
A small frame, but big game. Lou Williams in the paint.
Ball against Williams. Now, here's Ball. Tight defense on him. Here's Hart. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Williams' shot is off.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Here's Ball. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Good work defensively by Morris. Clippers leading by 14. And Jackson throws it down hard.
It's easy to forget about Jackson's bunnies, but he's more than happy to remind you.
Well, for New Orleans, shooting quite well in these early minutes, 55%. Pass to Hayes. Back to Ball. And Morris comes over to help. Clock at 6. Hayes the pass to Melly. Launches a 3. Hart, no good.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Morris looking over the floor. No good on his first attempt of the game.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
And the rejection by Zubac. And Williams, here we go. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not elite tool, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for New Orleans. They trail by 18. Beverly can't cash in from close range. And the Clippers have possession. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
You don't like to count on points from your reserves, but they had some hot hands coming off the bench.
When you get that kind of a complete effort, that's a game you're going to win far more often than not.
The shot's good from Hayes.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. Los Angeles leading by 16. Here's Williams. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
Lou Williams, so crafty, GA, just a knack for putting the ball in the basket.
This guy just has the gift. I mean, it's been that way forever. He is just a born scorer.
Throw good, Lou Williams.
You think about Lou Williams and finding his way and finding himself with the Los Angeles Clippers. He's played for a fifth of the teams in the league. He always felt overlooked, underappreciated, but certainly he's found his niche here.
Ball feeling it out a bit. There's the three. It's hauled in by Zubats. The Clippers have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
At the line for the Clippers, Marcus Morris. At the line for 2.
Free throw good from Morris.
Marcus Morris has proven that he can be effective in any system in the NBA, understands his role as a stretch 4.
And Morris drops them both. And so here is New Orleans, coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
And they did a super job of getting those extra opportunities, offensive rebounds, 50-50 balls. Those possessions I felt like were key.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it. Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
Ball against Williams. That's tipped. And now the Clippers on the break. Williams is running. That one good for 2.
Boy, how about the instincts right there by Lou Williams? Not known as a defender, but picks the pocket there.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We come back right after this. And catching up with Luke Kennard before the game, he discussed what it takes for young players to acclimate themselves to the NBA.
You know, this game, it's a physical game, obviously, but, a lot of it is mental. So, just, making sure you're thinking while you're out there is, one of the big things for me. One of the things I've kind of learned since I've been in the league.
Greg, it takes time mentally for the game to slow down.
It's a great point. This is why most championship teams are laden with seasoned veterans. You can't rush experience. It happens at its own pace.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a comfortable margin here for the Clippers guys.
Well, look at the turnover ratio, then look at the score. Easy to see what happened in that first period.
Offensively, they took care of the ball. And defensively, they forced a number of miscues.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. They've got Ivica Zubats. Marcus Morris is out there with Ibaka. Then it's Williams. And it's Jackson in a shooting guard.
No stopping Ingram when he's in a rhythm like this, especially when he gets a pass in a spot he loves to pull from.
Redick finds Ingram. His 3-pointer's off the mark. The Clippers shooting has been wild, 76%. That's just unbelievable.
And what a unique career Serge Ibaka has had. Some incredible totals for him over the course of his career.
That's right, Greg. I mean, I think people would be shocked to know Serge Ibaka was the first player ever to make 500 threes and have 1,500 blocks. Hard to imagine nobody had ever accomplished that feat. Give credit to Ibaka. He changed his offense and added the three ball.
The first one falls. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they are forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed, but it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Well, just an easy hoop, all set up by the passing instincts of Eric Bledsoe.
Here's Beverly. Bledsoe with the defensive effort. And so it's Bledsoe with it, bringing it up for the Pelicans. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
Yeah, easy call.
And Eric Bledsoe, a special kind of athlete.
And 3 separate knee surgeries in the rear view, but still so fast, his teammates call him Ferrari. The way he's built, a muscle car might be more accurate.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Bledsoe.
One thing we never questioned was the talent of Eric Bledsoe. What you love about what he has done now, he's shooting the ball better. He's become a more efficient player.
Williamson is checked in for Jackson Hayes. The Clippers also making some changes. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Zubats. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Morris. And George is subbed in for Reggie Jackson. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. And Leonard has it in the corner. Connects from three-point range. Leonard's got 9.
Let's remember, in college, just a 25% three-point shooter, but Kawhi Leonard, he makes a weakness a strength.
Passes to Ingram. Lots of room. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. 9 points in the game so far.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
That free throw good from George.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Bledsoe dishes to Ingram. The 3. No good that time. And the Clippers will come the other way. Here's Beverly. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far. Bledsoe kicks to Williamson. Ingram outside. Here's Hart, defended by George. Stolen by George. Here's Beverly. A beautiful reverse layup.
This guy is such an intelligent guard. Patrick Beverly finding a driving lane and finishing.
Pass to Williamson. And here is Ingram. to the left side wing. Lonzo for three. Scores for only the second time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Basket counts. George has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Leonard against Ingram. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Here's Hart. Pelicans keep it alive. Chalk up 2 there. Adams has got his first points of the game.
We are talking about a big-time offensive rebounder, and Steven Adams unafraid to impose his will with that frame.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
New Orleans has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Hart, no good.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Lonzo Ball has steadily improved his three-point shooting. He had to rework his form, moving his windup over to the right side of his body. He said, now my shot is more consistent. We just take it step by step. I'm going to keep working, and hopefully the percentages will keep going up. Guys?
I think we've all enjoyed watching his improvement. David, thank you for that. Ingram wide open. Off target from outside.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And that one drops for him.
You've got to keep the defense on their heels, and Kawhi consistently able to make pull-up jump shots.
Lonzo passes to Adams. Ingram deciding where to go with it. Banked in off the glass. Ingram's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, offensively, this guy has been cooking. They're definitely not losing because of him.
And George, here we go. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Steven Adams picks one up.
You got to love the penetration by Paul George. He's really quick on his feet, and the defense cannot handle him right now.
At the line for 2.
First free throw is good. You know, Greg, you'd probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
And George drops them both.
Well, Paul George, smack dab in the middle of the prime of his career, and maybe underestimated is his drive to win.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for the Pelicans. Bledsoe outside. Now the pass to Williamson. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Bledsoe's got his third assist on the night.
And normal physicality doesn't get it done with Williamson. To stop him from scoring, you really have to up the ante and get him before he hits that launching pad.
For New Orleans, they've gone 8 of 14 in the second quarter on field goal attempts. Here's Hart. He can't hit that time. Excellent D there from George.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
I am simply blown away by his accuracy. He has made every shot, and what's most important, his team is winning.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul. Ball's checked in for the Pelicans.
Substitution for your Pelicans. Lonzo Ball.
Adams down low. Working on Ibaka. For three, Ingram. The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. George, that's a two-pointer. And it's the Clippers scoring again.
Well, you love that they've been able to rely on him time and time again. You love the effort here late.
Pass to Williamson. That's another one for him, his fifth in just 7 shots.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
For three, Ingram. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ingram's got 9 points now in the quarter.
What a wonderful offensive talent this guy is. Ingram showing signs of what's to come.
And so here is New Orleans. This game is finished. They'll be off to Portland taking on the Trailblazers. That one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team.
You know, you hate to blame anybody, but those turnovers are a big reason why they're down.
J.J. Redick's checked in for Eric Bledsoe. Kennard, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Beverly against Redick. Fires from the wing. And that one's good. Beverly's got 8 points.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
Back to Williamson. Stolen by Beverly. Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by Redick. Pushing it up. Here's Adams, and Adams with the slam.
Make no mistake, an intimidating 7-footer. Steven Adams gets the space he needs and finishes with ease.
George, that's a 2-pointer. Again, the Clippers.
Boy, every time he goes up now, it just looks like the shot's going in. He's perfect from the field in this quarter.
Ingram right side. That 3 off the mark.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Leonard with the bucket. Here's Ball. He's got 8. Near the 3-point line, it's Ingram. It's good on the putback.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Lets it go from the wing. George, no good.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
George, that's a 2-pointer. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Williamson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Passes it to Ingram. Lets it go from deep. Serge Ibaka pulls it in. Ibaka's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. The shot's good from Kennard.
What pretty vision right there by Patrick Beverly. Wow.
The Pelicans shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. Ball dishes to Williamson. Redick score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Beverly. It's deflected.
And Ball using those long arms to just swat away that shot. I love the hustle. Always nice to have a point guard who can block shots.
So for the Pelicans, Hayes comes in for Steven Adams, and it's Nicolo Melli in for Williamson. A big group substitution here for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Morris comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Jackson, he's checked in for George. And it's Williams in for Patrick Beverly.
And that defense wasn't enough on Jackson. He's clever and can shoot through that opposition.
Makes it off the glass. Jackson's got 8.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Redick with the bucket.
Proving he's more than just an outside shooter. Redick also has a sweet touch from that area.
Williams, that's for 2. And there is a whistle, and that's going to go on Jackson Hayes. That's his first foul.
Jackson Hayes. That's his first personal foul.
Here's Morris. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Again, Los Angeles.
But just so good at taking advantage of the mid-range. Marcus Morris feels comfortable in that area.
Pass to Melly. Three-pointer. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 9th assist in the game now. And Morris has got the ball here for the Clippers. Here's Williams. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And nice to see the strong inside game they're playing this quarter.
The Clippers have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them.
Well, with multiple Sixth Man of the Year awards to his credit, Lou Williams will be remembered as one of the best bench players in NBA history.
Williams with the steal. And it's slammed in by Williams.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
To the middle. Outside for Redick. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Goes up on the wing. And Jackson with the basket on the assist by Morris. Jackson's got 12 points in the game.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Here's Ingram. Ball's knocked loose. And so the ball's out of bounds. Ingram touched it last. LA has gone 3 of 3 from three-point land here tonight. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Williams, that's good.
This guy has such an advanced offensive arsenal. Lou Williams doing work.
Ingram against Kennard. 11 seconds left to play here in the half. Just 4 to shoot. Ball from long range. Drains it from beyond the arc. He's got 11.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the LA Clippers. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you very much. Lou, in the first half, your offense was clicking. What was the difference getting off to a hot start?
I think we play with a lot of energy, the ball swinging around. They're using a lot of help side defense. We're just taking advantage of it.
And really breaking them down. Thanks, Lou. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. An outstanding first quarter for Paul George. He ended up with 36 points, 3 assists, and 4 steals. Kenny, what'd you think about the Clippers?
Well, we talk about guys who can control both ends of the floor. PG-13 has been locked in. I'd love to see his plus-minus right now.
Shaq, how do you think New Orleans played?
Well, they were playing like it was Christmas, Ernie. Giving up a lot of turnovers. There's no excuses for the turnover numbers, sloppy ball handling. They look out of control, and the execution was all over the place.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Lonzo ball out there at Bledsoe. And it's Adams in at the 5 roaming the paint. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot.
Outside, Ball takes a 3. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Bledsoe's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
Their 3rd three-pointer in a row.
Here's Leonard. Lays it up off the glass. Leonard's got 17 now.
Kawhi's game comes with a measure of resolve as a scorer. Contact simply doesn't affect him as much as other players.
And Kawhi Leonard with a very analytical approach, Doris, to the game. Studies angles, movement, trying to groove in on perfect mechanics. I mean, he does it all.
Yeah, Kev, that goes back to his favorite high school subject, which was math. And think about how precisely he has built his game. He started at the free throw line, then went to the low post, and now has added the range game. Very analytic approach.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
Beverly with the ball. Guarded by Ingram. And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up.
Well, Patrick Beverly puts it on the deck, drives to the cup, and will get to the free throw line.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him.
What you have to love about Patrick Beverly is the long road to the NBA and his commitment to getting there. Think about this, guys. 3 different European leagues before he signs with the Rockets. I don't know how you can't appreciate that kind of work ethic.
Both free throws good from Beverly. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans. Adams in the high post. Back to Ball. And it's sent back by George.
Paul George, tremendous vertical. How fast does he get off his feet?
And the shot goes down. Ibaka's got 6. For New Orleans, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Bledsoe outside. but they get it back. Ball with a wide open look. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. He's got 16.
And I tell you what, Ball has proven to be a threat to score whenever he has it. When he's feeling it, boy, the D is going to be in for a long night. Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim rattler.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. For New Orleans, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Shots good by Bledsoe.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And George with the stuff.
Well, you love how Paul George finishes on the drive. That is a powerful dunker right there.
Bledsoe passes to Williamson. Ingram kicks to Bledsoe. No good on the triple. Los Angeles has gotten off 4 shots from three-point range tonight and buried every one of them. That one goes in, and it's 8 points for Nicholas Batum.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Ingram outside. Shoots over Leonard. The Pelicans keep it going. A new 14-second shot clock. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Clippers. On Monday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Dallas Mavericks.
And you know for that matchup with Atlanta, even though they should get the win, I would expect it to be a bit of a battle. Just because they are favored doesn't mean it's an automatic W.
And the Clippers call time here. The Pelicans making a switch here. Hart's checked in. We've got a moment now to see the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. These are the top shooters in the league. 5th best, Zion Williamson.
And just so reliable offensively. It's one thing to find good looks, but you've got to finish when you get them, and he does at a fantastic rate.
Adams finds Bledsoe. Poked loose. Paul George with the steal. Inside, and again the turnover by the Clippers. And checking out some numbers for Paul George.
And guys, for a measure of how he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last 5 games, and he's got to be scrambling now to get that feel back.
To the paint, and Adams with the slam.
And really an underrated playmaker. Williamson with good court vision and solid decision-making.
And George, here we go. Pelicans pull it in. Outside, Ball. He feeds it to Williamson. And he gets the bucket. Williamson's got 15.
Difficult to guard and pick and roll. Zion's combination of mobility and quickness along with that strength, just so lethal. In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Bledsoe outside. Fires the 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got assist number 11 for him here tonight. For Los Angeles, they've gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. And George with the stuff.
I'll tell you, there's little you can do to stop Paul George when he's got his game going. He has the lane to the rim, and you know he's going to finish.
And it's Bledsoe with the ball for the Pelicans. Knocks it loose. Paul George with the steal. No good that time. The Pelicans have gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half. Here's Hart. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game. Now the dish to Adams. 5 to shoot. Lets the 3 fly. Another shot. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, Steven Adams is as strong a player as there is in the NBA. Draws the contact there.
It seems like every team, Greg, needs that one enforcer, that one guy who's going to get under opponent's skin.
Well, in one poll of coaches and players, Adams was voted the second dirtiest player in the league. One guy said he's real physical, but maybe he crosses the line and throws the sneaky elbow here and there, commits extra hard fouls, yet Adams usually escapes foul trouble. Two.
Free throw good, Adams.
You know, sometimes we bemoan the lack of physicality in the league these days. That is not something that applies to Mr. Steven Adams.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Redick is checked in, and then for Los Angeles, Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Reggie Jackson comes in for George. Lou Williams is subbed in for Patrick Beverly. He doesn't get the second one. And in last year's playoffs, we saw zone defense turn the tide in certain games. And Doris, we know when executed well, they can throw an offense completely out of rhythm.
Kevin, I'm going to go back a step further to the Toronto Raptors championship 2 years ago, where they throw a box and one, a triangle and two, and multiple zone looks that helps them win a championship. Look no further than Miami's deep run in last year's playoffs. Listen, that can change the whole rhythm of a game. It can force an offense to start second-guessing itself. When you can change the rhythm, the tempo, and mix looks and force a team to think and really operate under duress, it only helps you win ball games.
Here's Batum, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Well, they've won the battle of transition buckets, and those easy points have helped them build this lead.
Well, this is their pace. This is exactly how they want to play. A little fast, a little loose.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds that time.
And here's a look at stats for Adams. Since the All-Star break, he has been superb. Third in rebounding. And he's in the top 10 in field goal percentage, really able to power his way to the bucket and finish through contact.
And as you said, one of the league's top 3 rebounders. He has an instinct for how the shot's going to come off that rim. That's special. And the want to corral it. And there's the pass to Hayes. To the middle. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
He got a little ahead of himself there trying to pull the team even.
That's a big miscue, and you hate to see that happen at this point in the game.
Kennard, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Los Angeles has gotten off 4 shots from three-point range tonight and buried every one of them.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the 3. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
Williams, that's a 2-pointer, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Williams has got 28.
How about the pull-up game from Lou Williams? Go ahead, keep the defense guessing.
Here's Bledsoe, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his second personal foul.
He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
And the Clippers call time here.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And the guys get a little bit of a break, mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
No good on the free throw. Good on the second free throw. Los Angeles has gotten off 4 shots from three-point range tonight and buried every one of them. Williams gets the bucket.
What a great shooting performance. His percentage is outstanding.
Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Listen, we know this guy's gifted athletically. Bledsoe finishing strong off that dribble drive.
It's Williams with the drive. Got a hand on it. It's Redick on the wing. Guarded by Jackson. And the rejection by Zubac. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. Here's Melly. Nailed from three-point land. Melly's got 6 points.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Williams against Bledsoe. And the jam by Bledsoe.
Eric Bledsoe has length, he's got explosiveness, and he's got a knack for scoring.
Williams, that's good. Williams has got 6 here in this quarter.
You can see why they go to this guy so often. More often than not, he's going to be very efficient like he is right here.
Pass to Bledsoe. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Bledsoe's got 22.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
And now let's take a look at the number of second-chance points these teams have had over the last month. These guys never give up on a possession. In third, the Pelicans.
They have gone all out to win the rebounding battle every night, and it's been paying off. I mean, the second-chance points thus far have been really impressive.
Free throw good, Lou Williams. And both free throws good for Lou Williams.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
And so it's Bledsoe with it, bringing it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. And there's the call on Lou Williams. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Passes it to Hart. New Orleans moving it around. And Bledsoe hits again from deep. Bledsoe's got 25 points in the game.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for New Orleans.
One shot.
And Jackson certainly doesn't lack confidence. A speedy guard who can fill it up in no time.
The Pelicans shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. Pass to Melly. Here's Redick. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Redick's got 14 points.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
Los Angeles has gotten off 4 shots from three-point range tonight and buried every one of them. Shots good by Williams.
His first triple of the second half. That makes 3 for the game.
And the Pelicans with the possession. And the pass to Melly. Bledsoe with it. In the corner, it's Ingram. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. LA has gone along perfectly from three-point range tonight. They've gone 5 for 5. And the Pelicans with possession here. Bledsoe passes to Redick. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And he's got his first chance at the line here. And so he hits the technical free throw.
And throughout his career, Redick has proven to be very consistent, an effective two-way player who gives it his all.
On defense, the Clippers. From downtown, that shot misses. Kennard with the ball. Eric Bledsoe covering. Stolen by Bledsoe. Sweet little floater. Bledsoe's got 18 points now here in the second half.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Yeah, this guy is just a professional scorer. Lou Williams gets to the mid-range. Easy money, folks.
Bledsoe, and the jam by Bledsoe.
Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. Williams can't hit. Redick surveying the D. Bledsoe outside. From outside the arc, it's good from long range. Bledsoe's got 32 points.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
The shot's good.
He's shooting the lights out down the stretch, trying to keep them competitive.
Williams, that's a two-pointer, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Williams has got 41. Ingram attacking. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Ingram outside. Here's Hayes. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the LA Clippers. With the points he racked up that quarter, he has broken his season-high scoring mark already. Right back after this break. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Los Angeles has gone along perfectly from three-point range tonight. They've gone 5 for 5. So for the Clippers right now, Baca is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's man in at the point. The tray. The shot will not fall, so the Clippers will take it the other way. Here's Kennard. An easy 2 points on the layup. The Pelican shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. Here's Alexander Walker.
You know, didn't need two hands for that slam. One will do just fine.
You're right. He can save the other hand for the next time. Here's Mann. The shot from the low post is good. Mann's got 4 points now in the quarter. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Here's Melly. They get it again. It's stolen by Ibaka. Morris right side. And Morris throws it down.
Oh, my goodness. You cannot give up a lane to the cup. Once Marcus Morris sees one, forget about it.
Pass to Melly. Down low. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Pass to Alexander Walker. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. A lot of talk about reseeding in the playoffs when you got down to the final 4 teams. If it ensures the 2 best teams make the finals, it would seem to me, Greg, to be worth it. What about you?
You know, it could be. I think about the worldwide attention on that championship round, but you got to get the Eastern Conference teams to sign off on that. And, you know, we've seen it happen in the past where the power shifts from one conference to the other, but ultimately nothing better than seeing the 2 best teams play for it all.
First free throw is good. Hernan Gomez is checked in for Jackson Hayes. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Clippers have gotten every shot they've taken so far in the fourth quarter to go win. That's 5 in a row to start the quarter. Kennard's shot is off. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Here's Morris. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Well, that's what you call shooting in rhythm. If you give Marcus Morris an inch, he's going to understand, okay, it's my opportunity now. Nice pull-up.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten it done so far from the field here in the fourth, going 6 for 7. Shots good by Kennard.
And I like that they're not settling, getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
The steal to the inside. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
You know, Doris, I've heard some experts say, you look at the 6-foul limit, the NBA is basically the only sports that takes stars off the floor. Doris, what would you think if they just tacked on an extra free throw instead?
Kevin, I absolutely hate the idea. The best defensive teams at any level of basketball guard at a high level without fouling. There's the drama aspect of a player being in foul trouble, either at the start of the game or down the stretch. It has an impact on strategy. It's something that I'm a traditionalist on. I think the 6-foul rule should remain in the game.
Out left to the wing. And he's good on the 3-ball.
And that's really using the double team against the defense there and creating that pinpoint passing to attack.
Shot on the wing, and that one off the back of the rim and in. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Snatched away. No good. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. Here's Alexander Walker. Shoots from the elbow. It's hauled in by Zubac. Los Angeles has gone along perfectly from three-point range tonight. They've gone 5 for 5. Shots good by Kennard.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
Knocked away. And here we go with Morris, running it up the court. Takes the three, and again Los Angeles with the triple.
Well, this is why it helps to have a big man capable of sprinting the floor. Marcus Morris solid at getting to the right spots.
Here's Alexander Walker, and right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And the Clippers call time here. Been a lot of talk, Greg, about in-season tournaments in the NBA to spur fan interest. The proposal was tabled for a bit. What are your thoughts on that?
You know, cash prizes for the players and coaching staffs, that always seems like a good idea. I just wonder, Kevin, if they're going to be any cash prizes for the broadcasters, because now I think they're on to something. We could get that, you know. But in all seriousness, we see that in soccer, right? And it seems to work well. And I think if it can spur some more interest from fans, then I'd be all for it.
Yeah, the fans love it watching soccer. For the Clippers, Kabengele's checked in. And it's Patterson in for Serge Ibaka.
Patrick Beverly.
And so Beverly will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. And it's blocked.
Wow, that's a big-time contest. Willie, not a high flyer, but knows how to position himself.
Gabriel, the pass to Alexander Walker. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Here's Kabengele. Los Angeles with another miss.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And off the front iron, and in it goes. Clippers with the ball. Here's Mann. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Though he may not be a natural point guard, Patrick Beverly understands how to find his teammates.
Inside, here's Hernan Gomez, and it's New Orleans scoring again.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
And the Clippers call time here. You know, Doris, teams are using analytics more than ever before. We know that. And for example, blocks are certainly a key number. But some defenders, as you know, are so good, teams don't even go at them because of those analytical numbers.
Kevin, we refer to that as shot suppression, and you have to look no further than the last 2 winners of the Defensive Player of the Year award, Giannis Antetokounmpo and Rudy Gobert. When those 2 guys are in the middle of the paint, a ball handler or would-be shot taker may reverse course and reset the offense. That's how much those guys impact the game on the defensive end.
Here's Kabengele. And it's off the back rim, no good.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
And that one, good. Here's Beverly. From the wing, it's good.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
For New Orleans, they've gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. Here's Alexander Walker. Hernan Gomez.
You know what Willie lacks in athleticism, he makes up for with good feet and tremendous hustle.
LA has gone off with a three-pointer tonight. They're a perfect 7 of 7. Misses off the right iron.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
Up again, and it's Kabengele with the rebound. Los Angeles has gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Let's go. Kennard's shot is off. Well, for New Orleans, shooting in the fourth quarter has been efficient at 56%. Alexander Walker passes to Gabriel. It's blocked.
Wow, Patrick Beverly, barely 6 feet. Send it back, young Patrick.
A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Here's Kennard. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
Whoa, sizzling from the field this half, and that's after a shaky start.
Here's Alexander Walker. Kennard covering. From the arc. Knocks down the three ball.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Shoots. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
Really good use of the pull-up jumper by Patrick Beverly, understanding when to rise and fire.
Pass to Hernan Gomez, and finish off by Hernan Gomez.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest fives in the NBA.
Here's Beverly. Patterson down low. It's deflected. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Here's Alexander Walker, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for Los Angeles. To the middle. Here's Patterson. Pelicans pull it in. Hernan Gomez has got his 4th rebound in this one. Down low. A nice shot by Melly. Melly's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, this is the kind of pass that gets everyone excited. It's also how you build great team chemistry.
Beverly not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
Well, just a solid jump shot right there by Patrick Beverly. Knows how to get to his spots.
Here's Alexander Walker. At the top of the key, Hernan Gomez. The 3. Offensive rebound. And a missed layup. LA's gone off with a three-pointer tonight. They're a perfect 7 of 7. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Mann's got 12 points here in the second half.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Gabriel from outside off the mark. LA's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Here's Patterson. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
Well, you have to get something out of that possession, and thanks to Patterson's work on the glass, heads-up play to score that.
The pass to Melly. And the 3 off target. The Clippers shooting has been brilliant in this game, 67% from the floor. Here's Beverly. Pelicans with the rebound. Melly's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Uncovered, and that's good for 2. And with small ball catching on, it's the rare team, Doris, that looks to go big and play bully ball. Why hasn't that approach been more popular?
Well, to me, Kevin, the NBA game is one that's in constant evolution. So right now the emphasis is three-point shooting, free throw opportunities, and restricted area opportunities. That seems to be the most efficient way to play the game of basketball. On the defensive end, what that requires is positionless players, guys in the post who can guard the perimeter, switchability. All the versatility you can bring to bear on the defensive end is significant, and so that's why bully ball becoming harder and harder to play in today's NBA.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Marcus Morris is checked in for Patrick Beverly. And it's Jackson in for Luke Kennard. And Los Angeles guys shooting extremely well here lately, around 61% in the fourth. And he gets it to go.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Los Angeles.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so all the hard work here tonight converted into a tally in the win column. It'll be number 26 on the year.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with one game left against this squad.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Paul George.
I think his steals tell the story. This guy was a disruptive force, and I don't think you can underestimate how important it is for a team to have someone in that role.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Paul George.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
And here's Los Angeles. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. And that one drops.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Here's Alexander Walker. Patterson defending. A nice shot by Melly.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. Shot from the wing. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Alexander Walker. Here's Gabriel. And it's Kabengele with the rebound. Here's Alexander Walker. Hernan Gomez down low. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Kawhi, the play of the reserves was great tonight. What does that say about this team?
You know, that's what's great about us. We have a great bench coming in right behind us, picking up the tempo and playing great and playing great defense as well.
Well, it was a team effort tonight that got you the victory, man. I appreciate your time. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. So long, everyone.